What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction was the winner of our home free poll over on my Patreon. The winner was, no surprise, the Downeaster the next song off of their latest album of releases. And I have no idea what to expect from this one. I don't know if this is an old vintage shanty. I've never heard of it before. My brain immediately sees Alexa and goes to like the other version of Siri that's around. Like, hey Alexa, do this. Like, I hope I didn't set off anyone's devices in their house if you're watching this on your TV. Either way, yeah, so I don't think it's that. I imagine that like Alexa was a name before they commandeered it for devices. So I don't know what Downeaster means, but I imagine we'll find out by the end of the song, possibly, or we'll just roll with it. You know, I learned through shanties what "here's a health" means, so maybe I'll learn what a Downeaster is. Either way, we know it's home free. We know it's going to be amazing. The last one was beyond hilarious. I was not ready for Leave Her Johnny to have that kind of a funny video to it, and to have that much of a catchy beat to it. So super keen to see what they're going to do with this one, if they're going to give it. The last two songs, they've kind of given them their own unique spin, which has edged them more in a not mainstream direction or pop direction, just I don't know, it's given it a different kind of a spice than what you would expect from a sea shanty. So I don't know what to expect from this one, but I know it's going to be amazing because it's home free. So as always, check out the original video linked in the description below. Give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe to Home Free if you haven't already, because they are awesome. And we're going to get into this. This is the Downeaster Alexa. Let's go. Wait a damn minute here. Are we going the sea shanty version of like Cell Block Tango here? Are we about to have a whole bunch of individual noises just pop together and make a beat for a song? Because I'm so here for that. I am so here for a song made that way. Let's freaking go. This is the talent of this group, and I imagine specifically Adam Rupp. This is the talent of these people, is the fact that when you first hear, I'm gonna go back again, I don't even care. When you first hear these sounds coming together, it's like there's no rhythm to that or beat to it at all. Are they just showing what the sounds they're gonna sample are? But then Adam comes in with like the clapping and the banging, and those sounds stay mixed in, I believe still mixed in the same order, just looped. And it works. And it's a song, and then you have the ooze come in. These guys are so far beyond talented to have been able to put that together. And like I said, it's giving me all the vibes of like the the way that it starts off with the boom, dun, 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 just individual things. It's so cool the way they incorporate those all in together. I'm sorry, Rob. Who said that you could? Yo, I don't know when they made the decision, when they had a sit-down meeting and just decide, hey, we're gonna level Rob up infinitely. Like, my man was always so talented, but just a little bit slept on within the group. Just a little bit, not all the time. He had his moments to shine, but I've always thought that Rob is such a freaking talent. And in these last few songs, he is just getting a chance to showcase that so beautifully. so brilliantly. The last couple of reactions that I've done has just been Rob going off. And I give the man his flowers. He deserves them. He is amazing.
Well, I'm on the Downeaster Alexa, and I'm cruising through Block Island Sound. I have charted a course to the vineyard, but tonight I am Nantucket bound. We took on diesel back in Montauk yesterday. Left this morning from the Bell in Gardiner's Bay. Like all the locals here, I've had to sell my home. Too proud to leave, I worked my fingers to the bone so I could own my Downeaster Alexa. And I go where the ocean is deep. There are giants out there in the canyons, and a good captain can't fall asleep.
Yo, this is by far, out of the three I've reacted to so far, this is by far like the most kind of serious and emotional they've been out of the three. Like this one is hitting as like a deeper song, and it's saying like everyone's hit financial troubles, everyone's going through a hard time. I've worked absolutely to the bone so I can buy my boat. I'm guessing the Downeaster Alexa is the name of the ship, the name of the like boat. And I've worked my fingers to the bone so I can afford this damn thing. Now I'm bound to the vineyard, but first I have to go over here. Like it's a true kind of working song and like a blue collar type story. But I just absolutely love the fact this one's, it's no fluff, it's no pandering. It is just like no comedy or anything like that. It's just simple film clip with them delivering vocals, absolute vocals for days coming from Rob and from the rest of the guys backing him up. Just like them in the background doing all the oohs and that. They all sound incredible, but yo, this is just straight up. They were like, hey, we're gonna freaking showcase our boy Rob. Put the spotlight on him, give him his roses. He sounds amazing.
Easter Alexa, and I go where the ocean is deep. There are giants out there in the canyons, and a good captain can't fall asleep.
I like how we have this noise going in the background, as well as like this womp womp kind of thing that they've added in. I could never do it, but like just this subtle noise in the background that's this womp womp noise that comes in occasionally, and I can only imagine that's Adam Rupp doing it, but it's just a really, really cool little sound that's in there.
Can't fall asleep. I got bills to pay and children who need clothes. I know there's fish out there, but where God only knows. They say these waters aren't what they used to be, but I got people back on land who count on me. So if you see my Downeaster.
Two things that I love, two things that stand out to me immediately, is the fact that they're making a film clip for a shanty. They're making a film clip about like being on a fishing trawler and working, and I've got a family back home I have to get clothes for and feed and look after and things like that. The fact that it would have been so easy and so natural for them to get generic, normal looking bloke who looks like a fishing guy and stick him on the boat. It would have been so easy for them to do that, but they haven't, in a way that is completely non-pandering and a way that doesn't feel out of place. It just feels natural. It doesn't need for them to comment on it or make a big deal out of it of, oh my gosh, it's a lady fisherman. They just have her working her absolute butt off, doing the damn job and doing it well. And they have that cute moment of like the picture of the child as they're talking about the kids back home who need clothes. And it's just, again, I love any time you see something like this where it highlights kind of the natural misogyny that we have in terms of the expectation of, oh yeah, sea shanty, fisherman song, there it's fisherman song, and you just twist that on its head and go, don't need to play those games, don't need to make a big deal out of it. Any job a man can do, a woman can do just as well, and she is slaying it. And I love that they haven't made a big deal out of it. It's just the way that it is.
What they used to be, but I got people back on land who count on me. So if you see my Downeaster Alexa, and if you work with the rod and the reel.
I'm sorry, I can't go past that. I didn't know if they were going to do another one, but that whoa in the background there was just so cool.
See my Downeaster Alexa, and if you work with the rod and the reel. Tell my wife I am trolling Atlantis, and I still have my hands on the wheel.
It's not that it's a thing that Home Free haven't done this before, but it feels like in a lot of their more recent songs, they're experimenting and playing around with putting these different sounds in there. Like there was the one from Leave a Johnny. There was the one sound that they were doing after the Leave a Johnny chorus, the big whoa notes, where I was like, this gives me all the vibes of like 2010s Avicii song. And this is a similar thing of that whoa. I don't know if I've ever heard them do that in a song before, but I can't put my finger on what kind of vibes it gives me or what callback it's giving me or what it's like making me think of. But there's definitely something there that I'm like, it's just a really nice kind of fun thing to add in there and give it a different kind of twang and a different feel than what they would normally, like, if it feels like they would normally put in there. It's just something different to make this song unique. And I like that they're playing around with things like that because it makes it so fun. I love that we have like the sound. I can't remember if it was the sound of the fishing rod being reeled in or the chain dropping or just the general creaking of the boat. But one of those three noises, and Jeff is in here. Sorry, I said Jeff, my mistake. Wrong bass man, wrong group, wrong bass man. Mr. Tim Faust is in here dropping a bass note, and it's almost indistinguishable from the sound of like the boat creaking. The kind of sound effect that a movie would use for old ship creaking noise is almost indistinguishable from how deep this man's bass gets.
Now I drive my Downeaster Alexa more and more miles from shore every year. Since they told me I can't sell no stripers, and there's no luck in sword fishing here. I was a bayman like my father was before. Can't make a living as a bayman anymore. There ain't much future for a man.
Those little moments where they let everything drop away for just the split second and then come back in with a boom and the next line comes in. Such a nice touch. Also, that's just so cute. The picture of the dad and the daughter, and now she's the fisherwoman. Love it.
Was before. Can't make a living as a bayman anymore. There ain't much future for a man who works the sea. But there ain't no island left for islanders like me.
And what are the chances? First of all, I love this I-I-I-O they've going there, especially with the whoa-a-o in the background. Again, they're just playing with different sounds and different things, and I love that so much. But what are the chances that Home Free, of all groups, when filming a video like this, manage to be in a position where they can throw a fish out and there is an actual eagle waiting there to scoop the fish up at, like, only Home Free? way that it all comes back out at the end is so cool too. Like I said, it gives me those Cell Block Tango vibes of how it originally starts with like the dripping of the water and then the clacking of the fingernails and things like that. But the fact that they did it on the way in and then also on the way out, it just works so well. This was such a cool song in the way they put the whole thing together. It's got a great message to it and a great, like, the sound of it's great. And the whole film clip just told such a beautiful story. And like I don't know whether they would have, like, in one day of shooting just had the actress have multiple different costume changes available, or if they got on a real fishing trawler for a couple of days and filmed multiple times of like docking and going out and things like that. But she was doing some real fishing. Like someone was out there doing real fishing because they caught real fish and then were throwing them out. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they just had the fish and load them onto the hook still. And either way, however they did it, the film clip hit in a really great way. The song was awesome. Rob just knocked this one out of the park. This was just a straight Rob showcase, and the man delivered in every possible way. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely incredible. Rob could sing lead for every Home Free song, and I would be a happy man. That being said, everyone else in the group is so talented. I can't even say that because I still want Chance leads. I want Bastien leads. I want Tim Faust leads. We haven't had Tim like be the real lead in a while. I could go for that. Either way, fantastic song. As always, check out the original video linked in the description below and give it a like and a comment and subscribe to Home Free. Also, leave me a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel. It helps out so much. I can't even begin to tell you. And if you're able to, check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.